Hi everyone, Wrath here, and this is my Infernal Horde tree guide. Um, Couple things to mention. First and foremost, this right side of the tree is high risk, high reward. I actually dabbled in it, and this is how I killed my barbarian. Everything on this side is going to be super spooky. The scales of Tathamet are a chance to appear, and if they do, they can synergize extremely nicely. Having four people spec into that and just one of them getting it and one of them popping it in the last 10 seconds when everything is up, like you pop that at the end of a Chaos Goblin wave, and you're going to super juice your goblins. So there's a lot there. The Devil's Deal. I don't know why I thought that this would be safe. It probably said spawn and destroy 20 soul spires or something stupid. And whatever the Devil's deal was, I failed to complete, and it one shot my barbarian, and I was super sad. I'm actually terrified to do Infernal Hordes with other players because if this applies to everybody, uh, that's absolutely scary. So I don't know a ton about it, but I am pretty sure it killed me, and there's a whole lot of dumb death mechanics littered throughout the rest of the season, so it would not surprise me in the least. I kind of assumed that it would just get done on its own, but it is what it is. Now, I did get to play with other aspects of the tree. For early torments, I identified that I needed loot off of Bartok. So if you need critical loot off of Bartok, and a lot of people will, going left is very advantageous. More so than sometimes going up in difficulty isn't enough, and Bartok wasn't scary enough. So I chilled at the difficulty I was at, and Bartok still died, and it gave me additional drops of the items I needed to be done with Infernal Hordes. I only was interested. I think I was farming Sundered Knight because I started out as a Gordon. I got several Sundered Knights early on. I spent two of my first hours farming hordes every second I got until I got a nice 2 GA. I fixed the aspect and I went on with my merry way. And then I spec out of this really quickly. The chest of talismans has potential because farming a ton of talismans for the materials and the rerolls and the RNG has a huge advantage. So just be mindful that if you are trying to target farm talismans, Infernal Hordes can be a good place to target. This greater horde of greater equipment is like 1,000 extra aether. I've never opened it. It's undoubtedly worth it, but you probably are going to need a lot of ranks in the middle of the skill tree to have juiced enough runs where you get enough for it to be viable. Um, I think I would have to not summon Bartok and just do the council in order to have enough to open that chest. So that's just my input. Now, if you don't go left, and there are some advantages, like early talismans, because getting your set and then re-rolling to the correct set early has huge advantages. You can go down the middle. Um, Having an Infernal offering similar to the previous choice is so huge. It's so fun to go into one thing and just super juice it and just stick with it. And so if you take this, you can have a Hellspawn run, or an Elite and Lord run, or whatever the big bulbous thing is. Now, you can go this, and then just go Chaos Waves. And the Chaos Waves are high risk, high reward. If you get the Lords or you get the Goblins, your damage really needs to be on point. So Chaos Waves probably aren't going to be the way to go for most people unless you're playing a Barbarian, unless you can guarantee that you're going to be able to survive and kill whatever comes out. +1 monster power every time you get a Chaos Wave is going to super juice this crap. Super juice. So be mindful of it. I have actually never tried this Black Pack, the Ominous Altar. If it's in addition, that's insane. Um, Being able to like have one additional chaos wave or force a chaos wave when there's no chaos wave occurring, or if you're doing a house spawn run. And by the way, if you are not a barbarian or sorcerer, I recommend staying away from the chaos waves, especially if it is a homebrewed build that you've designed yourself, and you're just not perfectly min maxing. If you're a blaster, you don't even need this guide. If you're not a blaster, I recommend taking the Chaos Wave route heavily into consideration. Um, that said, there's the left side in the middle. Um, Aether events spawning in all locations in the last 10 seconds. I really don't even recommend doing that in the 10-player group. You can just to see what happens. But everything has. The spires require time to kill. The elites and lords have a spawn time. So the one exception is if you have Aether Goblin. If you've selected Aether Goblin, that might be the route to go. Oh, and it looks like I've been disconnected. So that's going to leave the left side of the tree. So the left side of the middle tree. So I don't have it pulled up right now. Basically, the left side of the tree is going to reward you significantly. You're going to eliminate chaos waves completely, and you can even spec into a power where when you do eliminate chaos waves, you get additional aether. Now, the um, downside to that is you're still granting them monster power. So if you're going to suppress chaos waves and go another route, I highly recommend not going lords and elites. You can go spires, you can go aether masses, you can go hellspawn, hellborn. I don't I do not recommend Lords and Elites. And I will say this: if you select the Butcher, you almost always will get 2 Butcher spawns. He has quite a bit of health and damage, so do be mindful of that. And then if you've gone into monster power, you're creating a situation for yourself where you have to skip the Butcher, and he's not worth skipping. Um, and the Lord's not too good either. Now the Black Pack can help you get on track. Let's say Method and Madness is going to do a really good job, but it's not perfect, and so Black Pack is really going to make it easy for you to control the situation. The other nice thing about some of these side ones is that if you've suppressed 3 chaos waves, that's automatically plus 50 aether. Or if you've started, um, the nice thing about the chaos wave is if you can handle it, you're going to get like a minimum of 5 chaos waves in a 10 run horde. unless they've changed it, which they might have, because I haven't done Infernal Hordes for a few days now. But if they haven't changed it, um, you're going to get a lot of Chaos Waves. You're going to get a ton of Aether. The Chaos Waves are already Aether dense. And throw in bonus just for spawning it, and that's pretty GG. So my recommendation for this tree, if you don't care about Bartok loot, go straight down the middle. But if you do, or you want to farm talismans, or you want to see what's in the big chest, and honestly, the big chest probably does have a high chance for multi GAs, then by all means, go and check it out. It probably also has a chance to contain some, esoteric loot, and it might also be a really good source for mythic sigils and other such stuff. So there you go. Oh, and then finally, gem fragments are super rare. I forgot about this. If for some reason you are hard up on Opticite, yep, I don't know how. You can turn your gem fragments into Opticite, but if you need gem fragments, if you end up getting to the point where you're doing a 4 Aether um, run, yeah, if you're doing a 4K Aether run and you're converting all the Obsicite into gem fragments, this is how you farm out your Herodic gems. So bear that in mind. Anyhow, thank you so much. I hope that helped you out. And if you appreciated this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.